Taehyung looks uneasy. What exactly does he know about Jungkook's mother? Why does Jungkook seem to be hiding his big family secret? HYB herself now began to question, is there something that has been hidden behind the golden magne's sweet smile? ARMY's shocking new evidence emerges, revealing old wounds, parental rejection, and shocking confessions that have never been revealed. What made Jungkook move away from the entertainment world and choose a quiet life in the military? Is this a story of betrayal, grief, or just an unexpected protector? Check out facts full of emotions that will make you wonder, what exactly is hidden behind the Jungkook family? In the midst of the boisterous world of Korean entertainment that is always full of glitter and camera highlights, a story disturbs the hearts of the ARMY. Taehyung, who is known to be calm and full of charisma, suddenly looks restless. His normally bright gaze now seemed burdened, full of worries that were difficult to hide. What exactly made Taehyung change? What does he know about Jungkook's mother? A woman who has rarely been seen but plays an important role in the idol's life. Many wondered, why did Jungkook seem like he was keeping something so big from the public? Is this just a personal secret, or is there something deeper and more complex? HYB, a large agency that has always kept its members private, began to direct attention to a more personal realm, Jungkook's family. They began to question what was really behind the idol's increasingly closed attitude, especially regarding his relationship with his parents, especially his mother. The news circulating among the fan base is very heartrending. It is strongly suspected that Jungkook has been ignored and even sidelined by his own parents. A heartbreaking reality considering Jungkook is known as a warm and affectionate person. However, why did his parents act as if Jungkook wasn't a top priority in their lives? Is this the reason Jungkook closed his heart and was reluctant to share the deepest side of his life? One of the sources in Jungkook's close environment revealed that there was something that the mother had hidden to Jungkook himself. This secret, which has been hidden for years, begins to unfold slowly, bringing many questions and speculations. What is Jungkook's mother hiding? Is it related to their family past, or something related to Jungkook's career? This phenomenon caused various reactions among the ARMY. Many feel struck, as well as curious. Why did Jungkook choose to avoid media activities after starting his military service? Is he really trying to find peace, or are there other, deeper emotional reasons? Some fans suspect Jungkook deliberately avoided meeting anyone related to his family, especially his father. What really makes this family relationship so complicated? Jungkook's shocking confession is not yet fully known to the public. However, the latest news circulating states that he admitted that he had kept a deep inner wound due to rejection and indifference of his family. In a rare moment, Jungkook reportedly revealed his family's secret that for years was hidden in order to maintain tranquility and privacy. What made him choose to be silent and bear that burden alone? This situation has also led to speculation about how HYB is handling the issue. Did the agency feel the need to intervene, or just give Jungkook space to heal himself? The ARMY wondered if Jungkook's decision to step back from the entertainment world and serve in the military was a move to protect himself from family and public pressure? Or are there other, more personal and profound goals? In the darkness of the secret, one thing is certain. The relationship between Jungkook and his family is not as easy as many people think. The story, so far hidden, slowly begins to stick to the surface, presenting a colorful painting of emotions, grief, betrayal, hope, and maybe even forgiveness. How will Jungkook finally deal with this reality? Will he be able to make peace with his past? Meanwhile, Taehyung, who has been known as a close friend of Jungkook, seemed very affected by the news that began to circulate. His restless gaze and increasingly reserved demeanor raise a big question. To what extent does he know Jungkook's family secrets? Is Taehyung a protective figure who is always behind Jungkook, or is he burdened by this complicated family story? The new evidence found in their interactions and behavior over the past few months served as a strong hint to the ARMY that there was something bigger than just rumors. There are hidden stories that they have witnessed, but never fully understood. Will it change fans' view of their friendship, or just strengthen the bond that they have built so far? While the world is highlighting Jungkook's accomplishments and achievements, there is a dark side that is rarely highlighted. a side full of wounds and secrets that affect the course of his career and life. Will Jungkook be able to rise from this ordeal? Or will it make him even more introverted and choose to stay away from the world that has raised him? These questions are still hanging in the air, waiting for possible answers that can only be found in the future. But one thing is for sure, this story has touched the hearts of millions of people, reminding us that behind the glitter of the stage and the glare of the cameras, there is a human being with a complex and colorful story. Get ready, because this story is not just an ordinary rumor. This is a story that shakes up the world of K-pop, touches the human side, and takes us on an unexpected emotional journey. The restless Taehyung, Jungkook, who keeps family secrets, and HYB, who begins to question everything. All these elements are ready to reveal the veil that has been hidden. The news that is now rolling behind the scenes of BTS's splendor is increasingly inviting deep curiosity. After a brief scattered admission, fans began to realize that what they had been seeing was just the surface of a much more complicated and twisted story. Jungkook, the golden magne, known for his bright smile and golden voice, harbors deep wounds, a family secret he never reveals. Why did Jungkook choose to remain silent for so many years, letting the wound continue to eat away at his heart? Many speculate that pressure from close people, including the mother, is one of the main reasons. There are rumors that the mother keeps something heavy, something that she hides even from Jungkook himself. Is this a dark family secret that cannot be revealed for fear of destruction? Or is there another reason that made Jungkook's mother take such a decision? HYB, the agency that has always been home to BTS, is now in the limelight. How do they respond to all this? Did HYB just shut up and let Jungkook wrestle with his family's problems alone? Or did they secretly give their full support so that Jungkook could get through this difficult time? HYB began to question Jungkook's communication patterns and relationship with his family, especially with his mother. There are fears that this family problem could have an impact on Jungkook's mental health and career if not treated appropriately. The moment in which Jungkook decides to step away from the entertainment world in favor of serving his military service is in the spotlight. Many are asking, is this decision really designed as a form of escape from the burden he has been carrying? Or is there hope that a military period of discipline and calm can be a healing space for Jungkook? In a military setting far from the frenetic scenes of the stage, Jungkook seemed to avoid meeting his family more often, especially his father, with whom he reportedly had a strained relationship. The big question then arises, what exactly makes the relationship between Jungkook and his family so complicated? Was there a specific event that caused the rupture of their relationship? ARMY and observers were even more curious, as Jungkook rarely discussed personal matters, maintaining his image as a strong and positive figure. But now, the small clues that emerge from his attitude, his words in interviews are rare, and his social interactions are beginning to be limited, as if hinting that there is another story that is much darker. Not only that, Taehyung, who has been known as Jungkook's close friend, also looks changed. Restless, full of anxiety, even several times recorded on camera with different expressions than usual. What is Taehyung's role in this story? Will he be Jungkook's main support in dealing with family problems? Or do you just feel the same burden and try to stay strong for the sake of his best friend? Taehyung, who is so open at every opportunity, is now a more closed figure, a change that makes fans even more curious. On the other hand, the news of how HYB handled this situation also caused widespread speculation. Some fans were worried that the agency might force Jungkook to continue performing in public despite his heart being hurt. There are also those who regret HYB's decision to delay or limit Jungkook's access to speak openly about his personal problems. Is this part of the agency's strategy to maintain Jungkook's image? Or is it a form of protection so that family secrets do not spread more widely? In the midst of all those questions and speculation, one thing that is most moving is how ARMY and the fan community at large are giving unconditional support to Jungkook. They understand that behind the glitter of the stage and popularity, there are human beings who also struggle with wounds and loneliness. The support that came from all over the world seemed to be an additional strength for Jungkook to keep going. However, what makes this story even more dramatic is the fact that Jungkook himself seems to prefer to keep his distance and go through the healing process in private. He does not want family problems to become public consumption. Even though Jungkook chose to close the door of his heart tightly, there are little things that cannot be hidden. In some rare moments while with other BTS members, especially Taehyung, it is clear that there is a heavy burden looming. Their gazes are full of meaning, sometimes hinting at the sadness stored deep inside. In fact, as they laughed together, a shadow of grief seemed to peek behind their smiles. The fans began to assemble pieces of the story, from interactions that were caught on camera, unspoken comments, to small gestures that indicate something unusual. The question that keeps coming up: does Jungkook feel alone in his struggle? What about Taehyung? Is he able to be the support that his friend needs? At the same time, rumors circulated that HYB began to rearrange Jungkook's schedule and activities in order to give him enough space and time to heal himself. However, this decision also raises question marks. Does HYB really understand the depth of Jungkook's wounds? Or is this just a temporary measure that has not adequately addressed the root of the problem? A reliable source from inside the agency revealed that the management is considering giving Jungkook a professional psychologist companion so that he can deal with past traumas that may not have been revealed clearly. According to them, this step is very important for Jungkook's mental health and the continuity of his career in the future. Meanwhile, the pressure from the media does not subside. Jungkook's every move is always in the spotlight. Even the smallest news can turn into headlines that make the emotional burden even heavier. Many ARMY criticize the media, who are considered too prying into the idol's personal life, without thinking about the psychological impact. In the midst of this hubbub, another no less heartbreaking story also emerged. Taehyung, who had been looking strong all this time, was also harboring a great sense of worry. Several times, brief recordings from behind the stage show Taehyung speaking softly, as if bracing himself before meeting Jungkook. Is this a sign that the burden that these two friends carry is the same weight? In a recent interview, Taehyung gave hints about his and Jungkook's condition. With a voice that sounded a bit hoarse, he said, "Sometimes, what looks strong is not the strongest. We all have our struggles, and I always try to be there for Jungkook." This simple sentence is a testament to how deep and complicated their relationship is behind the scenes. This story continues, opening the veil that has been hidden from the public. Jungkook rises from the shadows of the past. Taehyung becomes his protector and true friend, and HYB must now take on the role of more than just an agency, all part of a heartwarming and inspiring story. Behind the glitter of the stage and the spotlight of the world, there is a human story of wounds, struggles, and hope. Will Jungkook and Taehyung be able to weather this storm together? Will those hidden family secrets one day be able to become a new force for them? And how will HYB continue to support these two stars to keep shining in a world full of challenges? Time will answer all these questions. But one thing is certain: the ARMY and the rest of the world are now standing behind them, providing support full of love and prayer. This story is not just about celebrities, but about human beings in all their complexity and beauty. Amid the shadow of the mystery surrounding Jungkook's family, more and more question marks are emerging that are shaking up the K-pop world and its loyal fans. What exactly is hidden behind the attitude of Jungkook's mother, who is considered to be keeping a big secret? Why did HYB, who had always been known to be very protective of her artists, begin to notice this complicated dynamic? These questions seem to open a new chapter in a story that has never been revealed before. Reportedly, for years Jungkook lived life feeling alienated from his own family. There are rumors that he feels ostracized, even by his own parents. However, the reasons behind this attitude are still shrouded in big question marks. Jungkook, who is known as a cheerful and energetic figure, apparently harbored deep inner wounds until he chose to step back from the world's spotlight shortly before serving his military service. The decision to step away from the entertainment world and choose to focus on yourself during the military period cannot be taken lightly. Many wonder, is this a form of escape from too heavy mental and emotional stress? Or are there more personal and painful things he wants to avoid? From some sources, Jungkook appears to be very careful about keeping his distance from certain people, particularly his father, with whom he reportedly has a complicated relationship. Even more surprising is how Taehyung, his best friend and group mate, looks so agitated and worried. On several occasions, Taehyung's normally cheerful expression turned tense